Welcome to a quick video about what is inside Animal Kingdom, the brand new expansion for Earth. And just so you're aware, this is a prototype, so the components from this may change to what ends up in the official expansion. But let's jump into the box and take a look. So let's take off the lid. This is, again, of course, the prototype, but this is what you will find in the box. You will be getting some extra sprouts and some of those extra canopies. You definitely do need the canopies. You're going to be getting an absolute load of these animal meeples, Annie meeples. They refer to them in the rulebook. We'll take another look at them in a second. You will be getting 36 different animal cards. Now, just note, you probably can't count here, there's only 35 here, and that's because we have been asked to remove one of the animals, including the meeples, because they're going to be changing them from this prototype to the final experience. So just to make sure that you're not seeing something that's definitely not going to be included. And then this pad of paper, well, you will be getting an actual score pad in the final copy. So I've dumped the meeples into the box so we can actually take a look at some of them. Again, these are not final. These will potentially change a little bit, but I'm just trying to give you as much of an idea of what this game looks like from its prototype form. Cute little bird there. One of the favourite ones when we've been playing is the red panda. I think it's pretty obvious, but it's also a pretty cute meeple as well, or Annie meeple. I mean, they're really cool. And again, with the prototype, these are printed on both sides, which I think is particularly nice. But let's just have a speed through of a few different animals. Now, one thing you may notice is that while there are unique ones, there are also some where you get multiple of them, up to normally 5 of that type. Another example here of ones where you have multiple of the same type, and again there are 5 of these included. Let's just flick through a few of the cards so you can see how they work. So effectively you're going to have one of these global abilities triggering once around, basically when it passes from the last player to the first player again, starting the new round. Everyone will be able to trigger the global ability, and this wild turkey, you get to choose A, B or C, which is quite handy. But if you'd picked it as one of your animals, well, not only are you going to get 5 turkey meeples, you are going to be utilising the ability on this side instead. This is denoted as one of the more difficult animals to use, so let's jump straight over to one of the easier ones. The Highland Cow is a difficulty of 1 for its normal ability, but just giving you a quick look at the global ability. Again, this is another one where you're choosing A, B or C. And then we can flip it over. There's the 1 star denoting there. And you can see that this one is a single Highland cow, and it's going to be moving up to 3 times across your flora and fauna. This Indian peafowl has a lovely global ability. Again, you are getting to choose A, B or C. You can activate a green ability. You can pay 2 sprouts to activate all your green abilities, or you can just compost 1 card from your hand. And again, this is a global ability triggering once a round. On the other side though, if you've picked it, well, this little peafowl, is going to be moving up to 2 times and activating green abilities that it moves onto, and then you get to draw a card. That's pretty nice. Just an example of a slightly different global ability here, and here you'd get to put a tree trunk on a flora with a geographic term in its name, or one of the 8 adjacent flora. So you can use that to grow a little bit, and you can perform this ability for each flora in your tableau with that graphical term. So it's not just one. Like if you've played your cards right, that could be a lot from that global ability. However, if you've taken this card as one of your either 1 or 2 animals, Well, you're going to be moving around your flora to those geographical ones, just bouncing anywhere. It says anywhere on your tableau. So some movement is up, down, left, right, and diagonals. Other is you can just jump from one to another. It's a bird. It makes sense. It can fly between things. And then you get to grow 4 bits of your tree trunk, split between the newly occupied flora and the adjacent ones around it. But there you have it. That is pretty much everything you're going to be getting in Animal Kingdom, the expansion for Earth, which is being kickstarted now. So you've got your nice box, which you may or may not be keeping if you can fit all your components into your base game box. You're getting loads of different animal meeples, you're getting some extra sprout cubes and canopies, and all of those amazing animal cards. So there you have it. Hopefully you've seen some cool animals, animal meeples, whatever you want to call them, and you've got a little gist of what it is. I'm also going to be previewing this, going through some thoughts and feelings on it on the channel, so stick around for that. But until next time, have a fantastic Earth Day.